The sun was just beginning to rise over the Virginia hills when the 257 cadets of the Virginia Military Institute heard the sound of gunfire in the distance. They had been called up to serve in the Confederate Army, despite their young age and lack of experience, and they were eager to prove their worth on the battlefield. The morning sun of May 15, 1864, marked the beginning of the fateful Battle of New Market. The Union Army launched a fierce attack on the Confederate left flank, their bayonets glinting in the sun. As they marched towards the front lines, the cadets could hear the sound of artillery and the screams of wounded soldiers. They knew that they were entering a dangerous situation, but they were determined to do their duty. As they reached the battlefield, the cadets were assigned to the Confederate left flank, where they would face the brunt of the Union assault. They were positioned in a line of battle, with their muskets at the ready and their hearts pounding with adrenaline. Just as the cadets stood strong together on the battlefield, let us stand together as a community united in our appreciation for their sacrifice and bravery. So, let us take a moment to show our support by liking, commenting, and subscribing to honor the memory of those who have fought. Together, we can ensure that their legacy lives on for generations to come. The 257 brave cadets of the Virginia Military Institute stood steadfast on the front lines, ready to face the enemy. The battlefield echoed with the sounds of gunfire and the screams of wounded soldiers, as both sides fought with all their might. The cadets held their ground with unwavering determination, their youthful energy and enthusiasm inspiring their fellow soldiers. The Union Army advanced, their bayonets gleaming in the morning sun. The cadets held their ground, determined not to falter in the face of the enemy. The first shots rang out, and the cadets returned fire with a ferocity that surprised even the seasoned Confederate soldiers. The battle raged on for hours, with both sides trading blows and taking casualties. But the cadets held firm, their youthful energy and enthusiasm providing a much-needed boost to the Confederate morale. As the day wore on, the Union assault began to falter. The cadets seized the opportunity to launch a counterattack, charging forward with bayonets fixed and battle cries ringing out across the battlefield. They drove the Union soldiers back, inflicting heavy casualties and turning the tide of the battle in favor of the Confederates. When the smoke cleared, the cadets emerged victorious. They had played a crucial role in the battle, helping to repel the Union assault and turn the tide of the war in favor of the Confederacy. Their bravery and determination had become a symbol of Confederate patriotism, inspiring a generation of young men to follow in their footsteps and fight for their country. Victory was hard-won but ultimately secured, as the Confederates emerged triumphant from the battle. The Battle of New Market may have been a small engagement in the grand scheme of the Civil War, but it was a momentous occasion for those 257 cadets. They had proven themselves on the battlefield, earning the respect and admiration of their fellow soldiers and securing their place in history as true heroes of the Confederacy.